Be sure to have the following tools with you when setting up the machine: a screwdriver or drill with a number 2 Phillips head, a bubble level for leveling the machine, a Vennet wrench leveling tool, a pry bar, a crowbar or large screwdriver and hammer to split and remove the shipping skids, a box cutter or blade to cut open the packaging, and a receptacle tester. Your machine was thoroughly inspected before leaving the factory, and the delivery carrier has accepted responsibility for this machine. It is very important that you inspect the exterior of all cartons for damage upon receipt from the freight line. Damage in transit, although infrequent, does happen. Nearly all damage in transit can be determined from a visual inspection of cartons. Look for any damage to the cardboard corners. The machines are shipped in clear plastic. Look for tears in the plastic and inspect them closely. Take photos of any external damage to packaging before removing it. If this visual inspection reveals nothing, then the machine has probably been received in good condition. If any carton is received in a damaged condition, it is very important that you follow these steps. First, note any damage on the freight line's delivery receipt. Specify where the damage is located. Take photos of the damage. Second, contact the factory at 800-247-1787 for additional instructions. Send photos of the damage to damage@wittern.com. Include serial number and tracking number of shipment. Again, please inspect all equipment thoroughly before signing for it and before the driver leaves. Any questions pertaining to damaged equipment should be referred to the factory. You can find the keys to your machine in the coin return slot in the lower right area on the front of your machine. Unwrap the keys from the poly bag. Unlock the cabinet door here. One of the first things you should do when opening your door for the first time is to find the back screen protector in the bottom of the cabinet. Unwrap the back screen protector and the 4 securing screws so you can fix it in the back of the machine. Use the 4 Phillips screws to secure the back screen protector here in these holes. You need to make sure the protector is directing the air up, like this if the machine is an inside model, and down if the machine is an outdoor model. Locate the power cord here on the back of the machine. Loosen these 4 Phillips screws to remove the cover and place it off to the side. Now take out the power cord. Make sure the power cord is securely and properly plugged into the machine here. During transit, the vibration can cause this to become unplugged. Now place the power cover back on here. The power cord goes out through the cover here. Attach the cord to the back of the machine here before plugging it into the wall. Your machine is shipped on wood skids that need to be removed. Remove 12 Phillips screws, 3 on each corner of the shipping cradle. You can then remove these wooden boards. Using a hammer and a large screwdriver or pry bar, split the skids by inserting the wedge into the provided separation slot and applying pressure to front or back. Then use the hammer to knock the wood away from the legs. Because of the weight of the machine, it may be helpful to slightly raise the machine or for someone to push on the side of the machine, as this will help take the pressure off as you separate the wood from the legs. You can then dispose of the wood boards and metal washers. After removing the skids and before leveling, make sure the legs have a ½ inch between the black part and the base of the leg. Raise the leg base by turning it counterclockwise. Do this for all 6 of the legs. The machine must be positioned at least 4 inches from the wall. This is very important for good airflow so the refrigeration unit can operate efficiently. These optional foam blocks can be helpful when positioning your machine. Be sure to mount them vertically and not horizontally. It's important to remember to make sure your machine power button is off before plugging the machine into the wall. Also, before plugging the power cord to the wall socket, the integrity of the main electrical supply must be checked for correct polarity, presence of a good ground, and the correct voltage. These checks should be repeated at 6-month intervals with routine safety electrical testing of the vendor itself. If the receptacle is not properly grounded or polarized, contact a licensed electrician to correctly polarize and/or ground the receptacle to ensure safe operation. For proper operation of any equipment utilizing electronically controlled components, the equipment should be placed on an isolated or dedicated noise-free circuit, properly polarized and grounded. Refer to the electrical specifications in your service manual to determine circuit amperage and protection. Now plug in your machine. This red light shows that your machine is receiving power. To help ensure proper operation of your machine, it is critical the machine is level. Using a standard level, ensure the machine is level all the way around. Make sure the level is on the cabinet and not the door. Make sure the machine is level side to side and front to back. Place the level on the top of the cabinet. Raise the level until the bubble is in the middle so you know what side to raise or lower. Adjust the machine using an adjustable wrench or this leveling tool. Lower the machine by turning the leg clockwise and raise the machine by turning the leg counterclockwise. We recommend adjusting the machine in small increments and then checking the bubble level. When the machine is level, check to make sure all the legs are touching the ground. In this instance, this leg was adjusted and is holding more weight than the front leg. And on the right side, the front leg was adjusted, so this leg will need to be lowered. This machine is equipped to receive payments through the PayRange app. In order to receive PayRange payments, you will need to set up an account on PayRange's website and activate the machine's device. You can remove the PayRange label from your machine if you choose to not accept PayRange purchases. On the bottom of the cabinet, you will also find a packet with the machine service manual. Now we will set up the coin mechanism and bill validator. Push this black tab to pull out your coin mech. You can use your thumb to release your coin tubes. Here is the coin return lever, which can clear coin jams at the top of the coin mech. Up here, push the blue button on the top to release the bill box. Bills your machine receives will be stored here. Push the silver lever to remove the bill track and access this area on the bottom where bills can get jammed. Your bill box slides back into place like this. Now, in order to program your machine for your coin mechanism and bill validator, we will place the machine in service mode by pressing this button on the control board. When the machine is in service mode, any coins put into the machine will go to the coin tubes. The control board keeps track of the value of the coins going into the machine. Also, it's important to note that the lights on the bill validator here are not flashing. When the lights on the bill validator are flashing, it means that it is ready to receive a bill. The machine will not take a bill now because there are no coins in the coin tubes, and no change can be given for bills. We will now fill the coin tubes with change. We recommend filling the machine with a roll of pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollar coins. You can see the amount of money you've placed in the machine by going over to the accounting menu, then historical, all items, press enter. On the bottom here, you can see the value of coins in the machine. Press the star key to get out of service mode. You will see the bill validator lights are now flashing. This means there are enough coins in the machine for the machine to take a bill. Putting as many coins as you can into the machine will help your machine be able to take more bills. Your machine is programmed from the factory to take $1 and $5 bills. To accept $10 bills, find the bill validator. Remove the bill box and use a thin tool to press this button so that the bill validator will enter programming mode. Be careful because the bill validator's programming mode does time out. On the front of the machine, insert the $10 bill. The lights on the bill validator will flash 10 times. It should flash 10 times when programming any bill value. Now the bill validator is ready to accept $10 bills, but the control board is not. Place the machine in service mode. Then go to the Options menu, then Cash Options. The password is 2314. Check number 3 to accept $10 bills. Check 4 if you would like to accept $20 bills. Go to Set Prices. Select the items you want to set the price on. Then press this icon on the bottom. Enter the new price here. Press the green button. The selected items will now change to $2 when you press the Save icon. You can also use Select All to change the price of all your items at one time. To change the price of every item, navigate to Price. From there, access the Set Price feature before selecting all items. All prices are set to an initial price of $50. To change the price, simply enter the new price in with the keypad. To save, press the pound key. It will take a moment to save everything, so don't worry about a brief pause. If you want to change a range of prices, here's what you need to do. Navigate to Price, then access Set Price, but this time select Range of Items. You will enter the first product number followed by the pound button. Enter the second product number followed by pound. You will be presented with the screen where you enter your chosen price. Enter it with the keypad, and save your changes with the pound key. You can also change the price of individual items. Make your way to Set Price, but this time select Individual Items. You will enter the product number followed by the pound button. To change the price, simply enter the new price in with the keypad. To save, press the pound key. Make sure you can hear the refrigeration running and feel for cool air. Inside the door, you will find directions for your air filter. It is important to clean the air intake screen underneath the machine weekly for optimal system performance and longevity. Your frozen machine needs its own 20-amp electrical circuit. The machine must not be in direct sunlight. Ensure the door is aligned with the cabinet correctly and level all the way around. Prevent air leaks by making sure all the payment system harnesses are secure and cannot get trapped between door sealing surfaces. Initial machine refrigeration cooldown typically takes 4 hours. The machine will get down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit in a little over an hour, but to get down to -12 degrees Fahrenheit will take a couple more hours. At initial startup, the evaporator fan should not operate if the cabinet temperature between trays 1 and 2 is above 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or the evaporator is below 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The defrost cycle occurs every 8 hours. The heater is used to defrost, so do not be alarmed by the steam during the defrost cycle. Allow 30 minutes for the defrost cycle, which typically takes 15 minutes. The defrost cycle ends when the evaporator temperature reaches 50 degrees Fahrenheit. If the temperature sensor fails, the default operation is for the compressor to run continuously. It's important to note the delivery bin constrains the size of the product you can place in the machine. To keep products fresh, make sure they are frozen prior to loading.